And we're back to learning Gimp. Let me give you a short update on creating outlines in Gimp. I've shown you one method using the alpha channel, and a couple of people told me that it's a little bit too complicated. There are different ways to create outlines, and maybe that's for you. So let us go over 2 more ways. I'll create some text using the text tool. It doesn't really matter what font or size, but I'll pick this Arial Heavy, make it a bit bigger. And now right click alpha to selection. That's the one method I've shown you in my last video on outlines. It creates this selection of the text. You don't really have to use that method. In this case, we can also just select by color. Left click on the text and it selects all of the black parts. If it isn't for you, you have to play around with the threshold a little bit, but the default values should do that on a white background. And then you can go to select and grow it, maybe like 5 pixels. Size depends a little bit on the size of your text in the canvas. Then create a new layer. Make just sure that it's transparent. I call this stroke. Let me pick maybe red as a foreground color. And then, as you can see, the selection is still active. I go to edit and then fill with foreground color. In our case, the red color. Select none. And now I have this stroke, which is a little bit thicker than my font or the text element and the text element below. I just have to reposition this. So I put the text element on top of the stroke layer. And this is another way to create an outline. It preserves the text, as you can see, if you don't need that. So if it's not a problem for you if the text gets turned into a layer, there is a different method. Sounds a little bit weird, but it's actually easier. We use a filter for it. And to be specific, we use a drop shadow filter. Right here under light and shadow, you can find it. Just make sure the preview is checked. Then you want to pick a color. I'll stick to red. And then let me go down with the blur radius. Afterwards, we'll increase the opacity. 1.0 is enough, but the max is 2. Doesn't really make a difference here. I'll stick to 1. And then you want to go down with X and Y to 0. It's linked, so I'll just type in 0 for X and delete the rest. Just make sure that this link icon is active. And then you can adjust the stroke by using the grow radius. See that right here? So it's not a drop shadow anymore, but we've used that to kind of like manipulate the text to create this stroke. But if I confirm, you can see in the layers menu, we don't have a text element anymore. That's something to keep in mind. If you want to adjust it, left click on it. You now have to click on edit and confirm that it's text editing. And here, let me make that outline too. So now I've edited this text element, but the stroke is gone. So we'll have to reapply it. Just go to filters and then you can click on repeat, drop shadow or Ctrl F. I'm going to take the last adjustments of this filter and then we have our stroke again. So these are 2 more ways to create strokes. If that is easier for you, try these out. I hope the video was helpful. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.